So here's the Dwight Eisenhower train. Pretty sure this is the lounge room. And then that's a sleeper car. That's a bathroom, I'm pretty sure. A sleeper car, sleeper car. Sleeper car, sleeper car. Sleeper car. And I'm pretty sure the crew room, or yes, this is a crew room. And here's the second car, more sleeper rooms. There's the bed, there's the car. Yeah, let's take a little tour of one of these. So we got sink, I'm pretty sure. Don't know what this stuff is. A bed. I'm pretty sure that might be like a shower, or I don't have a clue.
Cup holders?
Cup holders? Maybe.
It's probably air.
Yeah, that's true.
Hot air.
And this is another crew or attendant room. And then that's the other train. Okay, so here's a tour of the big boy. Number 4017. This was one of the biggest steam locomotives ever made. Those wheels. There's the cab where the people sit, control it. And this is the front of the locomotive. And the other side is about the same, except you get in the cab that way. But some of these are the pistons for the locomotive. And then you can go up there. That's about the end of the engine. Here's the cab 4017 big boy. And then there's the cab seat. There we sit. It's a really cool engine. And that's the firebox where they put the coal. Yeah, that is a really cool engine. And then you got the big tender back here to hold all the coal. Here's the video of the GG1 guys. Here's this side. I'm mostly gonna do it on this side though, because there's less people, and I can also get the cab view. So you got the big numbers, the big trucks on these. Pretty sure they're like 4-wheel trucks. It's a really big electric locomotive. There's the Pennsylvania Railroad symbol. Now we'll go up the stairs. You can see inside the cab of the locomotive. And then here's the cab of the GG1. It's very old, but it still looks really good. And there's like the engine room and stuff for the walkway in the other cab. There's one of the electrical cables to fold up. There's numbers. There's one on top. And then here's the main front. Here's the green Pullman car. Pretty sure this is a bathroom or shower, something like that. And then we go through the car. It's a double-decker sleeper car. The chair, another sleeper car. And then another one of double-deckers. And then another sleeper car. I'm pretty sure this is a sleeper car though. And then you got the crew room, and then you got the toilet right over there. Then you got the very lavish seating. Pretty sure this is coach class, or it might be a lounge car. The seats are pretty soft. And then go over here. Pretty sure it's another bathroom. And then that is the end of the train. With the doors, other door. And here's the snowplow train, guys. It's a big snowplow.
Nothing here is scary. How come? Nothing here is scary. It's just a whole train. It's so cool.
And here we go. Up these steps. And here's the inside of it.
Wow.
And then here's the first level.
That's crazy.
And
Just
here's
how they
the window.
clear snow off.
See the rest of the train over there. The Atlantic coastline, Jonathan dining car. We cannot go inside of it, but it is a very cool purple car on the outside. And then here's one of the Burlington Zephyr cars. I cannot see. Oh, there it is. It is Silver Spirit. It's one of the cars they'd put on the end of the train. Usually, because you can see the rounding up.
There you go.
Here's one of the mechanical trains, and then I coupled that to one of the piggyback cars. It's kind of cool because you don't see as many of those these days.
So it's done, and then
Okay, true.
it only has like 2%, and then. Oh, and here, let me see your phone when you're done.
Here's the view from the overlook tower. You got the lake right over there. Then you got Green Bay. Then you got the tracks. Train back there. There's the Sea Hall where all the big engines are. And then there's one of the other sheds. That one's a really long shed though. There's some of the trains right there. And that's basically it. Here's a CB&Q mail. Might be baggage car. And there's Chicago Great Western caboose right there. And then here's one of the Wisconsin Central switchers. Two four oh two. Pretty sure that's a GP7. And then the other one of these, not mechanical, but maintenance trains. As here's the children's room. As they got the train running up there sometimes, but there's a lot of people in there, so I can't really record much, but it's basically it. It's gonna take us on a train ride. And they have a reading Josephine car, and then an open car right there. Okay, so here we are, we'll start to move. Our engine is a Green Bay route up there.
All right, well, once again, I would like to welcome you all here to the National Railroad Museum. Like I said, my name is Jessica, and I will be our conductor and tour guide for our train ride today. We will be taking 2 laps around our property with a stop at our hobo boxcar. It'll take about 25 minutes. And along the way, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the museum and some of the cool pieces we have here. So a little background about our museum. We were founded in 1956 by a group of businessmen who wanted to preserve railroad history. In the 1950s, steam was starting to go out of style and getting replaced by diesel locomotives, and these gentlemen said, wait a minute, hold on. We need to try and save and preserve these trains for future generations so they can learn and appreciate how railroads help form and shape this nation and move it forward to what we know it as today. So that's exactly what they did. They brought the Milwaukee Road 261 here to what was then known as Cook Memorial Park, put it on display, and once you were leaving, here we are nearly 70 years later, and it would help push the wings down and forward. And while it was being pushed by the locomotive, it would help even out the ballast or the stones on the side of the track to help with water drainage. And we are in Wisconsin, so we do have about 6 to 8 months of winter, so it also came in handy as a snowplow. I always like to say I wish I had one for my driveway, but I guess I'll stick with a shovel. And if I could ask some honesty from everyone here today, who here by a show of hands has had any packages delivered to their homes in the past few days or weeks? Or anything out of a catalog such as Sears, Roebuck and Company or Montgomery Ward's, those packages would be put on that car. The train would pull into the station in your town, they would unload the packages and put them on trucks and deliver them to your homes, very similar to how they do today. The Railroad Express Agency actually went out of business in the early 1970s. And on my left here, we are passing our wooden observation tower. It is a beautiful day today, so if you're feeling up to it, I recommend climbing on up. You can get a good view all around Green Bay, up and down the Fox River. Even see that little-known building called Lambeau Field just across the way. But just to give you an understanding of how big it is 80 feet tall or 99 steps to the top. Once you get up there, you do have to come down. And granted, there are 2 ways to get down, but only one of them's the safe way. So 99 steps up, 99 steps back down.
What's really frustrating is it's not an even one.
And here we are coming to the back end of our McCormick Pavilion, or our open air pavilion. Inside we have a lot of neat pieces. We have about half a dozen steam locomotives, 4 tracks of rolling stock, diesel locomotives, passenger cars, cabooses, and so much more. Everything inside of there is slotted to be restored, but of course that takes time and money. Speaking of restoration, we are currently passing our restoration shop, the white building with the slanted roof. About 95% of the restoration that happens for the museum happens in there, and it's all thanks to our wonderful crew.
The signal's going down. Watch that signal right there.
It says yard limit. So you know what that means. What's the train say? Choo choo. Here we go.
It's a nice one.
All right, we should be good. Like I said, we are coming to an uncontrolled crossing. That means that there are no gates or flashing lights to warn any passing cars or pedestrians that a train is coming through.
Here's one of those cars.
I don't see the government anymore.
And in just a moment, we will be taking a stop at our hobo boxcar. Does anyone here, by a show of hands, know anything about hobos? Anybody? 1 or 2 hands? All right, well, for those of you who don't know, I'm going to talk a little bit about hobos. So hobos are people who would often ride the rails and go from place to place. And they would hop on these trains illegally because they typically couldn't afford a ticket. This happened especially during the Great Depression, where a lot of people didn't have jobs, so they were trying to find jobs by hopping on the rails. Hoboing actually goes back even farther than the Great Depression. It actually goes back to the end of the American Civil War in 1865. The armies were getting demobilized and soldiers needed to find a way home, so they were hopping on these trains, and people would stop.
There's the signal going down. Watch that signal right there.
It says yard limit. You know what that means?
To give a gentle warning, we are once again coming up to our uncontrolled crossing, so our engineer is going to ring our bell and blow our horn 2 times for anyone with sensitive ears.
Minneapolis St. Louis engine, and then here's one of the features of the museum, which is the Aero train. This is an experimental train that had the Rock Island on it. Then there's some cars back there that we'll go explore. And then there's the 2 cars we'll go explore later. Okay, so here's some of the passenger cars that they have in here. They have some of the Chicago Northwestern famous bi-levels. They do not have them open, however. And then over here, they have one of the signature cars that will probably go in later. And they have Milwaukee Road 767 switcher engine, and they also have a Great Northern switcher engine, which is number 11, with of course the Great Northern Railway picture. And then here's some of the tiny little trains with some boxcars, or the boxcar over here, and then here's the front view of GN 11. And then here's one of the other tiny engines. Then here's the steam train, which I do not know which one it is. Here's a boxcar right over here. The LS&I steam locomotive 24, Lake Superior, Ishming 24. It's a very nice steam engine. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is a Santa Fe engine. Yes, it's Santa Fe. Here in the middle, here's a steam train that I also don't know the number of. And then this is Santa Fe 3507 5017. Thank you. Here's the interior of 5017. And then tender is behind here, I'm pretty sure. And here's the coal car 5017. There's 2736 of Chesapeake in Ohio. There's also a Lake Superior and Hemming railway car. Here's the Chesapeake in Ohio 2736. Then here's another window. Then here's the cab car. The cab of 2736. And here is a coal tender. This is Mosh Woodware, and then this is another old car. C&W car back there. Another one of the old hoppers. And then here's from a higher view, 767 Milwaukee Northern. You can see the end of the old switcher engine on this one. Then you got the, of course, Milwaukee Road sign. And there's the C&W bi-level. Here's the Rock Island, and then here's the Aero train. This is a really cool train. And then here's the assembly required things. And here's some of the seats inside of it. You got, once again, the bus style luggage, because they put the luggage under the train instead of like overhead. Here's another view of C&W 11217. Put your luggage right in there. And then that's really the end of the train. This is the Milwaukee Road number 2, and here's the sign for it. It's a nice caboose, I'll tell you that. And then here's Chicago Northwestern 7411. Here's the other view, Chesapeake in Ohio 2736. And then here's Great Northern Empire Builder, Poplar River, aka 1269. Get that cool Empire Builder look from the Great Northern days. Another view of 2736. And this car is still made by Pullman. CB&Q. Then here's the Union Pacific Dome car, which we are about to take a indoor view. Here's another view, Santa Fe, 55017. You can go in it.
Really?
Yep.
Whoa.
So we're about to go in this dome right here. 8003 Union Pacific Dome. So here's the Union Pacific Dome. You got the old lounge car seats, the lounging seats. You got the picture right there, and then of course the best part about the dome car,
Dome.
the significant dome.
VIP.
And it's a very nice car. Here is the cooking space for the dome, and you could like lounge here, like sit down and stuff, and chill out inside the dome car. That's why it was one of the most famous cars back in the day. Then you take stairway down, then another one right over here, and then you got another like lounging eating room. And then you can go in here, which is the main kitchen. Here's a sink, some other stuff. And then you go through this old tunnel. And then you get to the other kitchen. Which is, I think this might be an oven or something.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they put their orders right here, right over here, and
Got a
then
ham sandwich over here. Got a ham on right.
I think this is the oven. Here's the controls.
Yeah, the grill up some steaks.
Yep. And then here's the next car, which is the Great Northern Empire Builder car. And then here's a sleeper car, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the bed pulls out.
And then you got some more of these where you just step up.
Yeah. Now is that a toilet? That is a toilet.
And I
right?
think that might be a toilet, yes. Can't really open it though.
Yeah, that's okay.
And then you take a step down. And here's the sleeper. And then here's another one right here. And another one right here. And here's one of the more luxurious sleeper cars. And here's one of the more luxurious sleeper cars. Okay. Here's another one of them. Man, these are pretty big. It's like a family bedroom on Amtrak.
Yeah, this is huge. My goodness.
And then there's another door where you exit right over here. And I'm pretty sure this might be a crew room or something like that. And then here's some coach class seating, maybe, I think. And this turns into a bed. This might also be like crew space. Turns into beds, but there it is. And then There's a bathroom.
And there's people in.